Welcome into another Tech Talks presented by EGP Document Solutions. I'm Andy Demetra, and today on Tech Talks, we are joined by freshman point guard for your Georgia Tech men's basketball team, Naithan George. You can call him Nate, and so will we. Nate, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Let's start with that wire-to-wire win versus number 21 Mississippi State on Tuesday, in which you got your first career start and you reached double digits with 11 points. Offensively, what did the team execute well where you got out to a strong start and were able to sustain that against a previously undefeated Mississippi State team?
Well, the main thing that we did that kept us that lead and kept pushing was the ball movement. Everybody getting in touch with the ball just kept everybody engaged and just focused. So when everyone gets their hands on the ball, it's just a great feeling for everybody because everyone's getting the shots up and everyone's eating. So that's it.
It often leads to a great feeling afterwards. I know as a point guard, you can't do it alone, even though you're a freshman getting a start in your fifth game. Explain how much you have benefited from working alongside and competing against older guys like Amari Abram and Kyle Sturdivant in practice, and how those guys have helped hasten your development at the point.
Right. Amari and Kyle, man, they've been pushing me since I got here, and they've been giving me tips every day. Like, they work with me. I get shots up with them, and they'll tell me what I need to do. Like, Kyle, he would tell me I need to go high off the glass, like, when I'm finishing in college because it's a whole different game. And Amari be telling me be strong with the ball because everyone's physical against you. So just having those mentors and those older guys just really helped me along this journey, and I really appreciate them.
People may not realize, Nate, but you should still be a high school senior. You reclassified from the class of 2024 and committed to Georgia Tech less than 2 weeks before the start of the semester. How would you describe the whirlwind of these last few months for you?
Man, it's been a road. It's been a road for sure, but I love the process, and I really love that I made this decision. So everything has just been going along smoothly, and yeah, everything's good.
A native of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, there was a pretty good NBA point guard back in the mid to late 90s who played for the Raptors named Damon Stoudamire. Putting your faith in a head coach who plays the same position that you do in the same city where you grew up, how much did that relationship help persuade you that Georgia Tech was the place for your basketball future?
Yeah, that really contributed to it a lot just because he's a point guard. He played at that level, like you said, which is a big thing. My dad watched him growing up, and my uncle watched him too and knows him. So just being able to learn from him and what he's done to get there will only just help my game. So I seen that as like a big factor that went into this decision.
Well, Nate, it is the ACC Gauntlet coming up this Saturday at McCamus Pavilion. Georgia Tech opens up versus number 7 Duke. What kind of atmosphere do you want to see and hear at McCamus Pavilion? And speaking on behalf of the team, how valuable is that to have that kind of fan support, that energy in McCamus pushing you guys on?
Yeah, that fan support means everything. Like against Mississippi State, I feel like that was really good, and we need that same energy again and more for number 7 Duke. So having everybody there would be great, and it only gets us going a lot too. Like our energy will be skyrocketing if everyone else is too. So just having that there is great support, and we need that for sure.
Well, you turned a lot of heads with your performance against Mississippi State. One ranked win deserves another, and we'll see what you and the Yellow Jackets can do this Saturday. Make sure you get your tickets to McCamus Pavilion, Georgia Tech and Duke, with tip-off at 2:15. And that wraps up this week's edition of Tech Talks presented by EGP Document Solutions. Nate George, thanks so much for joining us.
Yep, thank you for having me.